This video is sponsored by ZocDoc. More about them later. Oh, hey, you made it to the Ryan George Ski Chalet. Why don't you peel off those cold, wet clothes and grab a mug of cocoa? Any mug you want, even if someone's sipping from it, that's fine here. One thing we like to do around these parts is go onto Zillow and look at homes that are frankly stupid expensive. And this time we're checking out the most stupidly expensive luxury homes I can find in all of Colorado. Why Colorado, you ask? And to that I say, why not? But seriously, why Colorado, you ask again? And to that I say, obviously I don't have an answer, that's why I dodged the question the first time. Jesus! Anyway, here's a ranch in Aspen for $45 million. 8 beds, 10 baths, and it's still listed as a single family residence. You can only buy this place if you've been on one of those TLC shows where the people have lots of kids and the TLC execs are like, well, that's a show right there. To be an exec at TLC, just greenlighting slightly abnormal things into multi-season shows. Anyway, this place has multiple buildings nestled in the woods to really give it that cozy cult compound feel. Little deer infestation, not much to be done about that, to be honest. And definitely don't pay attention to the fact that at night they call for you to join them outside in the voice of your mother, even though your mother's in the house with you. Just ignore that part. Don't listen to the deer. Hey, what's up with these clocks? Yeah, I never trust just one clock. I always need 5 clocks in close proximity, then I check all 5 times at the same time and take the average. So if you look at this time, it's currently 5,700 o'clock. We're late! Hey, need to go to the bathroom? Well, former President Ronald Reagan says cheers to that. Great pooping there, champ. Now that's what I call trickle down. Listen, there are fluffy chairs and then there are chairs that are entirely too fluffy. I'm in the mood for some breakfast, but only if it's in a breakfast nook that will shed on me. In this bathroom, to change things up, Burt Reynolds is the one who watches you. Hey, Ronald told me about how good you were at pooping, and wow, he wasn't kidding. Look at that thing slide out. Oh my god, I got too graphic with that. I don't know what happened. Anyway, whoever decorated this place decided that mid-pee is the perfect time to look at a photo of a man's man. These are always nice to have, but I will say I think it's a little bit of a trek to get to this particular bidet. Canistoga wagon at the ready in case you need to hit the Oregon Trail. And if you get dysentery, Burt Reynolds and Ronald Reagan will be ready to watch that. 5 pristine acres for 45 million medium. Sorry, 45 million large. This one is great for hiding out during a zombie apocalypse. Really remote, great windows to knock out and snipe undead from miles away. But then somehow some of the zombies manage to get in and you're forced to make a run for it. Luckily, those zombies cannot run downhill, so you are totally in the clear. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna watch the first few minutes of 28 Weeks Later. Oh, shit. Anyway, 45 million might seem like a lot for a 7-bedroom house, but like I mentioned, the property is 5 acres in size, which, just to help you visualize that, that's 3.79 American football fields. And it's the end of the 4th, and the score is tied, the crowd is on their feet, and this is the final play of the game. 3.79 quarterbacks line up in the shotguns, the defenses are showing blitz, and there's no room for error. The snap will decide it all. So yeah, pretty big property. Here's a deep nook that I hate to break it to you, but there is urine under that table. There's no doubt in my mind. Because can you imagine the person sitting at the middle end seat needing to go to the bathroom? The amount of shuffling required to get out of this monster, there's no way they're gonna make it. I'm sorry. There you go. This is a nice little nursery if you want your baby to grow up sad. Now, little Dougie, you know how you get when you see colors. Remember, no toys till you're 12. See you in 3 weeks. And what about this room? I've just got one question about this room. Huh? Actually, another question just came to mind. What? The interior designer got to this room and was like, hey, you remember graphing paper from school? What if a room was that? Maybe they completely misunderstood the blueprints and used them as the wallpaper. That is a nice thing about Coloradians, though. They use every part of the blueprint. Hey, I feel like some of this equipment is homemade and I shouldn't be looking at it. In fact, Jamie, let's censor some of this stuff. I'm almost sure it's inappropriate. Thank you. Hi, sorry to interrupt. Super Jacked Ryan here. I just gotta say, we gotta take a little break to look at an ad in ad space because that's how videos are made. With money from ad sponsors. Hi there, hello, it's me, I'm the Adstronaut. I'm out here in ad space to talk to you about ZocDoc. So listen, sometimes when I get a slight chest pain, I Google my symptoms and I'm disappointed to find out that I am dying. Even better, this usually happens at 11 p.m. when I'm lying in bed and everywhere is closed, casually causing me to doom scroll about my apparently newfound disease. That's highly inconvenient for me because I would prefer to not be dying of chest pains. But what can I do? The internet has spoken and you can't get an appointment at all hours of the day. Well, as it turns out, there is something I can do. I can use today's partner, ZocDoc, to quickly and easily find a real-life doctor to help me out, because the internet told me that I have space plague, a thing that I'm pretty sure doesn't exist. See, ZocDoc is a free website where you can easily search and compare high-quality in-network doctors. Whether you're looking for someone in-network, nearby, or with specific appointment times, ZocDoc helps you quickly find the right doctor for your needs. They have more than 100,000 doctors across nearly every specialty, from mental health to dental health, from eye care to skin care, and much more. You don't even need to make phone calls, which is great because those are terrifying and nobody likes doing them. You can easily book online anytime in just a few clicks. ZocDoc also has a ton of verified patient reviews and detailed doctor profiles, so you can get a real sense of your doc before picking them. And you can see their actual appointment openings and just click to instantly book a visit, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. That's so much better than doom scrolling to see if an alien's gonna pop out of my chest or not. People online seem to think so. Maybe they should check out ZocDoc too. So hey, stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/RyanPlus. Also linked in the description to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. Thanks, ZocDoc. I'm excited to speak to somebody qualified. Wow, that sure happened. Here we go, back to the video. 44.5 mil for a ranch in Aspen. This place features some lovely horse statues that look great for the few seconds that you're arriving, but then you will be staring at two horse butts all day. Oh, cute. This place has a name. It's Merry Go Ranch. That's a lot more cute sounding than my new invention, Ranch Go Round, which is just an old bottle of salad dressing on a Lazy Susan, patent pending. Oh cool, they made a couch out of Big Hero 6. A beautiful photo of a man and his granddaughter. Or... wait. Oh, gross. Does that oven come with an interdimensional portal? A freaking racquetball court? That's the most stereotypical rich thing you can have in a house. I can't think of anything richer than that. Oh, okay. All right, I take it back. This is top-notch rich. Here is the real selling point of this place, though. It says in the description, cannot be replicated under current Pitkin County regulations. That's right, all those people lining up to make their own replicas of Horse Butt Manor, they're not allowed, baby. Pick a different animal whose butt you want to stare at all day. A 6-bed, 8-bath, single-family home in Aspen for $36.5 million. Look, I've played enough games to know that if you smash these things open, there will be some resources inside. Maybe a ruby or a crystal too. Perhaps a fully cooked ham leg with the bone still sticking out. You just gotta smash them and see. Here's a room with too much natural light. That's a key selling point of this place. Vampires hate this room. They will burn to a crisp in here. Speaking of which, you might want to put on some SPF 50. It's like living in a laser beam. If you fart in this room, it's automatically greenhouse gases. Also, here's a painting that looks like one of those stupid t-shirts you can buy on Venice Beach. I think you are perfect. Thanks, painting. You look like someone up their printer alignment settings and then decided to display the results anyway. These curved girders were clearly just installed because the architect realized that's a really fun thing to say. Let's put a curved girder here and another curved girder there. Over there, I'm thinking a curved girder. And you know what? In the kitchen, I'm thinking just curved girder, curved girder, curved girder. That way people can look at curved girders while eating hors d'oeuvres in the This picture looks like the real estate photographer looked up real quick because they thought they heard an avalanche. Oh, thank God, I'm safe. Okay, let me finish this up so I can get out of this death trap. Slightly more effort put into this artwork than that I Think You're Perfect piece, but slightly. The people who decorated this house are really into ink preservation. This vent here is open, and yeah, that might seem like a weird, ugly mistake, but that's actually to show that there's nobody hanging out in the crawl spaces and vents. This place is guaranteed John McClane and Ethan Hunt proof, unless they were shrunk down to microscopic proportions or somehow turned into a mouse or a weasel or something. Oh, damn you, Ethan Hunt! Wow, not only did these people shoot a bear, but they also shot a tree. Okay, now that is some cool artwork, but based on my expertise learned earlier in this video, that should actually be hung on the wall of this bathroom watching you take a dump. Woof, thank God there's a step to get into this sauna room, otherwise I don't know how you'd make that climb. We really love this one specific tray of ours, so we decided to install a giant spotlight aiming directly at it. Enjoy. If you happen to be a criminal with IBS, this room has a bunch of burners for you to talk on while you're sitting down taking a burner. A single family home in Aspen for $79 million. Some real chic poolside lounge chairs. Really beautiful picture. But I am a bit of a amateur detective. If you'll indulge me, you see this in the background here? That's called snow. As a result, I can deduce that it's actually cold. So for this particular scenario to work, you're sitting poolside in a big old clunky thick parka. Probably not how you drew your life up, but hey, 79 million doesn't go as far as it used to. This ski lift gondola thing goes directly over your house. Not great if you don't want anyone creeping at you while you're walking around naked as you do. Yeah, that's right, I know about that. Or even worse, they can totally see your house's bald spot. At 79 million, this house better come with a house to pay. Let me make that a little clearer. If I'm going to pay for that house, I want a house to pay for that house. That was actually much more unclear. This seems to be a pool that you can jump into from just any staircase in the house. And frankly, that's not a fair feature to put in a house because that would be irresistible to do. As Sir George Lee Mallory said when he was asked why he wanted to scale Mount Everest, and I quote, "Because it's there." He actually died and didn't make it to the top, but I'm sure you and I would survive that jump. Let's give it a try.
Head first, baby.
Hey, here's a weird thing about this listing. It says it has 3 clay tennis courts, but it only shows 0 of them. Are these them? Those are way too small. On any listing past 40 million though, I think you can just list things that aren't actually there just to get some interested buyers. Yeah, this one has a Ferris wheel and a non-stop running of the bulls going around the house at all times. Blah, 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 blah. Come on, snatch this up, Bezos. $58.5 million for the Kiva House, a living work of art. No. You don't have to be doing all that. That's trying way too hard. It's like if I introduced myself as modern Adonis Ryan George. I don't have to say it, it's just obvious. This one looks like a front-facing translucent office building. It's like living in corporate Barbie's dream shared workspace. So much happening here, just a lot. That tortoise better not be dead or I'm gonna frickin' ask for a discount. I was told this place was a living work of art. You're giving me a dead tortoise? The good news is that it's not endangered anymore. The danger's in the past now. Also, apologies to rustic millennial wedding planners. All the Edison bulbs are here. They've all been used up. There are none left. Almost want to do a full video on just this room, but one last thing that I do actually like, this convenient backup mirror so you can parallel park between the pile of cannonballs and the alligator skull. That's kind of nice. You know, I'm realizing that by a living work of art, what they meant was that they bought a whole bunch of shit and they don't feel like moving it to their new place. So if you buy this place, it's all your problem now. This deer made it all the way to the bedroom, but don't worry, they got him. They got him. Also, are these large jars of candies, you weirdos? And what the hell is this tall thing in the corner? And is that a missile outside the bedroom? What the f is going on with this place? Okay, I'm done. That was the Luxury Homes of Colorado video. Now that you've seen them, why don't we go hit the slopes? I freaking hate slopes, so let's go beat the crap out of them. Together. Thanks for watching.
Hi there, hello. Please hit that subscribe button. I am a disembodied head, so you can trust me.